State versus Rebecca Payne, 18-458. Aggravated assault, battery, resisting arrest. Miss Payne, the public defender's office is going to represent you today. And we're here for an arraignment. How does she plead?
She'll plead not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll enter the plea of not guilty. We'll have her come back before Judge Webb on November 1st.
Thank you, Your Honor.
8:30. What time does it start? Or am I never can remember. 9:30. You can stand aside. Thank you. State versus Mitchell Smithy, 18-459. Terroristic threatening, domestic battery, other charges. Sir, do you have a lawyer?
No, sir.
Are you going to hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
I'm gonna hire a lawyer, sir.
Okay. Are you entering a plea of not guilty to the charges?
Yes, sir.
We'll enter a plea of not guilty. I'll have you come back on November 8th at 10 o'clock.
Let's see if I can get my bond dropped so I could search for a proper attorney, sir.
Let me see what it is. How much your bond is.
It's rather high.
It's set at $10,000. That's a reasonable bond for the charges. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that.
Wow.
Yeah, you can stand aside. Thank you, though. Jimmy Sutterfield, 18-461, controlled substance. Sir, I've appointed the public defender's office to represent you. We'll enter a plea of not guilty. Is that acceptable?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and we'll, if we haven't already, we'll schedule the matter, send a scheduling order to your lawyer.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Just keep in touch with us, okay?
State versus Autumn. Autumn Spitzer, 18-457, 18-355. Looks like they're drug cases. So do you have a lawyer, ma'am?
No.
Are you going to hire a lawyer, make application to the public defender's office?
Yes, sir.
Which of the two?
What did he say?
Are you going to hire a lawyer?
That's my plans, yeah.
Okay. You understand the charges against you?
Yes.
Are you entering a plea of not guilty in the charges?
Not guilty.
Okay, we'll enter a plea of not guilty in 18-457. I'll have you come back on November 8th for attorney status. Let me check your other case. Not sure if you've been arraigned in this case or not, but we'll enter a plea of not guilty in the case. And I'll also have you, well, this is Judge Webb's case, I guess.
No, it's ours.
It's ours, okay. I'll have you come back on this case on November 8th also.
Okay.
You can stand aside, thank you. State versus John Franks, 18-456. Theft of property. Good morning.
Morning.
Do you have a lawyer, sir?
No.
Are you going to hire a lawyer?
Yep.
Okay, good deal. I'll schedule you to appear before Judge Webb on November 1st for arraignment and attorney status. You may stand aside.
Anybody get a bond reduction?
Well, I don't know. Let me look at it. Do you have any prior convictions? Or let me ask the prosecutor, does he have any prior convictions?
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah.
Any felony convictions?
I need a little time, Judge.
Okay. I tell you what, the prosecutor's gonna look in your record and appeal, tell me if you have any priors. I'll rule on the bond. If I don't, you know I've denied it.
Alright.
Thank you. 18-439, 17-431, Lacey Wallace. One is a revocation, the other drug case.
Judge, I believe she's been arraigned on these charges. We're here to request a bond.
Okay. Let me look at
Lacey
the
Wallace.
revocation and see what we got. The revocation is here, was scheduled for today.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had,
but she was arraigned last week. I've not even spoke with her.
It's set for November 8th.
Judge, the goal, according to my conversation with Ms. Wallace, is for her to be able to seek some treatment instead of sitting in county jail until her hearing date, Your Honor.
The bond is just $2,500.
Yes, sir. It's just a probation hold that just needs to be addressed if she can bond out on the probation concurrently.
I'll make that the bond for both.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, what date is that set for hearing?
We'll hear it on November 8th.
Oh, I can,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Jeffrey Grigg, 18431. Fleeing, drug paraphernalia, driving left of center, other driving related charges.
Judge, we've been appointed to represent Mr. Gregg. We're here today to request a bond reduction. He's already been arraigned in this matter last week.
What's the state's position?
Judge, we had to extradite this man. It cost us $247.50. So the state would request a bond, require a $247.50 cash bond. He's got a $10,000 bond. At this point, he's charged with, with fleeing. I guess that seems to be a recurrent thing. The rest of the charges are somewhat minor. They're possession of drug paraphernalia. He's got a fleeing in the car, fleeing on foot. You can reduce his bond, but I would ask that at least with respect to this defendant, that the Baxter County Sheriff's Office extradition fund be repaid to the sum of $247.50 before he gets out of jail.
Hey, what I think I'll just leave it where it's at. It's a fair bond. That's all we can do today, so thank you. Hey, what, bring him over here. I'll speak with him. I'll tell you what, I think the better way to handle it, just put Mr. Grigg back up before the camera there. Good morning. Sir, you cursed the court. I'm going to cite you for contempt. Do you have anything you need to say about that?
No, sir. I wasn't.
Okay,
I was cursing.
I'm going to hold you in contempt, sentence you to 100 days in the county jail.
Huh?
Yeah?
I wasn't cursing you.
Oh, well, thank you. 100 days in the county jail. You may stand aside.
What?
Do it again, I'll give you some more. Cindy, if you'll prepare an order to that effect on that contempt. Christopher Mangrum, 17273.
Your Honor, he's here. He's in the jail presently, but he's been transported.
Okay.
I have the paperwork on our plea prepared if you want to take that up presently. It's right here.
Mr. Mangrum, I'm looking at a police statement and some terms and conditions. Have you gone over these?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's in these documents?
Yes, sir.
You understand the charge against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to criminal attempt to commit robbery or Class C felony?
Yes, sir.
When you plead guilty, you're giving up your right to have a trial and you cannot appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, I am.
Other than what's in these documents, have you been promised anything to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Have you been pressured or threatened to get you to change your plea?
I have not.
Are you guilty of this crime?
Yes, I am.
What happened?
Got on July 5th of 2017, this defendant would have walked into a pharmacy here in Mountain Home. He would have been wearing a black and white bandana and wearing latex gloves. This is during normal operational hours. He would have walked to the back area and demanded opiates. At that point, the people there told him they wasn't going to give him any. He stayed there for about 30 seconds and then he walked back to his car and left. We were able to track him down. He had video of him.
Is that true, sir?
Yes, it is.
You were having a drug problem, I assume?
Yes, I was.
All right. This time I'll accept your plea and judge you guilty. Sentence you to 4 years in Department of Correction with 3 suspended. You'll pay $200 in cost, a $2,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, $20 booking fee. Pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 60 days after your release from incarceration, and you make your payments to the sheriff's department in Baxter County,
Yes, sir.
and I assume that's your credit for time served.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Dogs running large,
Philip Wilcoxon, 17210. Possession of controlled substance, disorderly conduct, resisting.
bitty one? Yeah.
You have a lawyer, sir?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
You intend to hire a lawyer, make application to public defender?
Make application to public defender, Your Honor.
Okay. Is this a revocation? Yeah.
Judge, based on his statement there, we represented Philip in the past. We entered a plea of not true for him.
Okay. Enter a plea of not true.
Is there any way I might be able to get a bond to get out and take care of this from the street, Your Honor?
We'll set a hearing for November 8th. Let me look at the allegations, sir.
Okay.
What's the state's position on the bond? When he said take care of it from the street, I thought he meant he owed money, but apparently it's a domestic battery.
It is, Your Honor. Mr. Wilcoxon is charged with the offenses of domestic battery third and terroristic threatening. This is, he was placed on probation, I guess, in April. I would prefer that this gentleman sit in jail until such time as we can have a hearing. I don't know who the victim is, and
Your Honor, this was a disagreement between me and my wife, Your Honor.
Okay.
There has been no statements made from my wife.
One
She is
moment.
not-
Let me have the prosecutor find out more of the situation. I'm not necessarily opposed to giving you a bond.
Yes, Your
I
Honor.
don't know that, it might be that you don't need to return home, but I'm not saying that right now either. I'm gonna
Right.
give him a chance to look at it. You, Mr.
Yes, Your
Bailey,
Honor.
you can follow up with Mr. Chisholm.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that'd be all, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Reese Thacker, 18464. Charged with unlawful use of communication device, tampering with physical evidence, obstructing governmental operations. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ma'am, do you have a lawyer? Do you have a lawyer?
No, I just filled out the paperwork. I just got the paperwork.
Okay, just.
But I would like to get a lawyer, and I was hoping for a bond reduction to get out and work on
Okay.
that.
All right, let me see where we're at on your case.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Hicks tells me he's working on a petition to revoke this lady's bond.
Okay,
To revoke her, I'm sorry, to revoke her probation.
okay, well, I got bad news. Apparently they're working on a petition to revoke your probation, so a bond might not help you to make a bond right now. But at any rate, your case is before Judge Webb, so I'm gonna have you appear before him on November 1st at 9 o'clock. I'll enter a plea of not guilty in your case, and you can appear for attorney status on that day. And let's see what your bond's set at. It's set at $10,000. Ma'am, right now, I'm gonna leave it at that because it may be that you'll be on a no-hold bond. We don't know, so you just be spending money and be arrested again, so.
How would I be able to talk to Mr. Hicks?
Well,
Just
I don't
because
know.
my only son's birthday is in a couple days, and it's his 18th birthday, my only child.
How do you normally talk to him, Mr. Hicks?
I don't. I mean, Mr. Hicks, I normally go into the office, and according to him, like, I thought we had like an understanding, but I was put in here, and then I was hoping to get a bond reduction
Yeah,
to get out, and I was gonna go straight to him. He told me to go straight over to him when I got out, but I just haven't been able to get out.
yeah.
Please.
Well,
I want to do
How does she get
everything
in touch with
legally
you?
and what you all want. I'm not trying to do anything
one moment.
sneaky. I'm just
Okay.
my only child's
He
birthday.
says when you get out, report to the probation office.
I will, for sure.
This, I understand wanting to go to the birthday gathering, but this is rather important, ma'am.
I totally agree,
Yeah.
sir. I'm sorry. Like,
That's
I'll do
fine.
anything that you all want.
Well, Okay, well, thank you.
I
You may
tried to
stand
get out.
aside. Okay, thank you. That'll be all.
Thank you. Am I done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ventura Sanders. Ms. Sanders, I'm looking at an affidavit here which was, let's see. Well, let me back up. Okay, I'm looking at an affidavit which was reviewed and signed by the district judge finding probable cause for your arrest for possession of drug paraphernalia, Class D felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class B felony, and possession of methamphetamine. This is your first appearance before court. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say might be used against you. You have a right to a lawyer. If you can't afford a lawyer, make application to the Public Defender's Office. Pardon me. And if you qualify, we'll appoint an attorney to represent you. And while you're in jail, subject to the regulations of the Sheriff's Department, you have a right to communicate with your family, friends, and your attorney. Your bond's been set at $15,000, cash or professional. I'll order you to appear on November 1st at 9 o'clock in Baxter County District Court for arraignment and attorney status.
Your Honor, would you also advise the defendant, they're working on a petition to revoke her
Okay.
probation?
They tell me that probation is working on a petition to revoke your well, didn't take that well. Probation, so you might want to consider that before you made a bond.
Is there any way I can get a bond reduction?
Well, let's just leave it at that, ma'am, because it's kind of irrelevant if they're going to hold you without bonds. So.
Well, I mean, if I can get bonded to go take care of my personal affairs, such as my children, my animals, my belongings, before they revocate me.
$10,000.
Thank you.
You may stand aside. Joshua Dix. Sir, I'm looking at an affidavit where probable cause was found for your arrest for possession of drug paraphernalia, a D felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a B felony, possession of methamphetamine. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say might be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. Can't afford an attorney, make application to the Public Defender's Office. While you're in jail, you have a right to communicate with your family, friends, and your attorney subject to regulations of the Sheriff's Department. Your bond is $15,000. Appear on November 1st at 9 o'clock in Baxter County District Court.
May I
This
ask for a bond reduction?
$10,000.
Judge,
Yeah.
will you advise this gentleman that?
I let him spend his money. He already. You may stand aside. $18,187, Lori Thorne. Ms. Thorne, I'm looking at a police statement and some conditions of suspension of probation. Have you gone over these?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand what's in these documents?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalty if you're convicted?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty to residential burglary?
Yes.
By entering your plea, giving up your right to have a trial, and you cannot appeal it. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you been pressured or threatened to get you to change your plea?
No.
Have you been promised anything other than what's in these documents to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Are you guilty of these crimes now, or this crime?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you entered into another person's home, when did this occur? On or about June 23rd of 2014, is that right?
That's right, Your Honor.
Okay. And burglarized the home, did you do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, at this time, ma'am, I accept your plea. The judge you guilty. Since you, she got priors, I think.
She does, Your Honor.
Since you 10 years in Department of Correction with 4 suspended, you pay $200 in cost, a $2,000 fine, DNA fee of $250, $20 booking fees, $200 in public defender fees, $1,377.30 in restitution. Pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 60 days after you're released.
Yes, sir.
And she's entitled to some credit for time served, I guess, if she is guilty, or if not, good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Judge.
Okay, 18,303, 17,458, Jessica Schaefer.
Judge, we're here for change of plea.
Okay. Is there a police statement?
There is, I assume that will be helpful to the court. There is a pending revocation that I believe is going to be dismissed upon the entry of this plea, Your Honor.
Okay.
That's correct.
Ma'am, I'm looking at police statements and some conditions of suspension or probation. Have you gone over these documents?
I was just told that I was going to do 9 months CCC for possession.
Okay. Have you read over these documents here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And have you signed them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you feel you understand what's in these documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
Now, entering your pleas, you don't get a trial, nor do you get an appeal. Do you understand that?
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay, are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Have you been promised anything other than what's in these documents
No,
to get
sir.
you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Has you been threatened or pressured to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Are you guilty of this crime?
Yes, sir.
When was she in possession of these items?
Judge, this would have occurred on or about July 14th of this year here in the city of Mountain Home. She was pulled over by Officer Joshua Evans, found to be in possession of a small quantity of methamphetamine and smoking devices.
Okay, is that right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
This time I'll accept your plea, adjudge you guilty, sentence you on each count to 6 years in Department of Correction. As a condition of probation for possession of methamphetamine, you're sentenced to 1 year in the Community Correction Center.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes if you do real well in there, they'll send me a recommendation that you be released early,
Yes, sir.
so you might keep that in mind.
Yes, Your Honor.
It seems to be a good thing to get out early if you've done everything that you're supposed to. You'll pay $200 in cost, a $2,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, $20 booking fee, $200 in public defender fees, a drug crime assessment of $125. Pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month. Beginning, it says 30, but we'll say 60. Within 60 days of your release, you make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Baxter County.
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Danielle Wood, 17,261.
Please, court, Your Honor. On this revocation, we have talked with the probation department. The 2 times she missed reporting to the probate department, she was down in Little Rock with her child who was born prematurely, and she has, since she's been released, reported to them all the time, and we would ask that this be changed to a contempt, give her time served, and be dismissed because of that situation. She is doing well now. It was on a misdemeanor offense to begin with, but
How much time has she served?
I think she served, what, 7 days or
7
something like
days.
that?
It's agreeable.
You failed to report.
I'm sorry?
You failed to report.
I was in labor on the day that I was supposed to
Well,
report.
I mean, if that's the truth, then I'm not going to hold her to contempt. I assume there's some proof of it.
I was at UAMS, yes, sir.
Well, I mean, but I don't know that.
Yeah.
Can you get something?
Yes, absolutely.
Just present it to them if that's the case, and
Okay.
I'll process it. If it's not, then we'll deal with it.
Okay. Fine, Your Honor.
I'll order to come back, say December 20th, so. plenty of
December
time to
20th,
take
if we
care
can
of
work it out before that, she does need to appear.
it. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We might be excused, Your Honor.
Indeed.